Hello, welcome to another video. Straight to the point, this is how I start seeds indoor. More specifically, this is my setup for starting seeds indoor. So if you're thinking how to set up a room or an area for starting seeds indoors, this is what I do. All right, here's an overview of my area. I built this just out of some scrap wood I had in my shop so I could have a bar that goes all the way across so I can hang down some grow lights. And I have 2 heat mats, which are important for growing peppers, for germination, for peppers especially anyway. So I've got 2 of those. I have over here, I have some seed markers. These are seeds that I'm going to be starting directly in the soil outside, and then here are the ones that I'm going to be starting indoors. Over here, I've got some trays, and then I have this size pot. It's a 3-inch square pot. It might be a little bit bigger than what you need, but if they're growing fast, and if they're in a small container, they're going to start running out of area for their roots. So I use a little bit bigger size. Takes a little more space. All right, so I got all these guys over here. And I have these are my grow trays. They fit perfectly well on the heat mats that I have. I'll probably have 2 of them on the heat mats, maybe one in the middle without a heat mat, one that doesn't need it as much as the others. My heat mats I will have plugged directly into always on power, and then as soon as I don't need the mats anymore, once they start growing, once they germinated, I will unplug them and take them out of here. Everything else, these grow lights, and I do have this over here as well. These are all grow lights. It's just a cheap floor lamp that you would get for a kid's room or something, and then you can position all the different lights coming out of it. So all those are going to be plugged into this outlet strip, and this outlet strip is going to be plugged into a smart plug, so I can easily set the timer on when I want the lights to be on and when I want them to be off. Found that to be cheaper. I bought a plug one time that had it was like a timer plug for setting the time for when it goes on and off, and it was like $25. And then I bought a 3-pack of smart plugs for about the same price, and they're smart plugs. You can just basically say, Alexa, set it to be on and off at this time or whatever it is. It's simple. I would recommend doing that. If you need a timer for your plugs, just using a smart plug, you can go right in and just set the times, or tell your smart device what time you want them to be on and what time you want them to be off. All right, so here it is with all of the lights on. And I also like to point out that I do have a heater in here. If you are in a room that is not normally heated, or it's not part of your central air system, then you probably want a heater right now. Make sure it doesn't get below 65 degrees or so. I'm in a basement room, so the temperature is going to stay around that almost no matter what, but I am on in the corner of the house where it might get a little cooler, and plus there's a window in here, so I do have a heater run just to make sure the temperature doesn't get too low. And I will also put a fan in here to keep the air circulating. So there you have it. That's simply my setup for this year for how I'm going to start some seeds indoors. I'll be doing more videos on how to start seeds indoors, what I do, what I'm starting, and some individual videos on those. And then as it gets closer to season, I do have a greenhouse and a garden outside. I will be doing transplanting and planting out there as well. So that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.